pulled her all in off the water and waited for test results, and then about 3 or 4 days later we found out that pit water had POMS.
We were looking for a record year that year.
We're still going through stock now, grading it out of the dead shell.
It was like having the best year in 30 years shellfish culture was having, and then you wake up the next morning and all your stock's gone.
We first saw Australia affected by POMS in 2010 in New South Wales, and today those farms are almost completely wiped out. Eradication of the POMS in the natural environment is not an option, and the only thing we can do is learn to manage it.
Put it in perspective, if you get 100 oysters in your hand of about 5 mil in size, you'd only just be able to pick about 8 or 10 alive out of that volume. That was just in a handful, and we've got a farm full.
When POMS attacks the oyster, it weakens the abductor muscle. Once this happens, the oyster can no longer keep tightly closed and it's exposed to the environment and predators. In terms of how quickly it spreads and takes effect, POMS is probably one of the worst viruses we've had to deal with and had to manage.
This year through POMS, we collected a lot of data ourselves, and we were able to give that data to them, and they were able to go through it and see similarities.
IMAS is helping industry work out how to farm oysters in POMS affected areas by looking at ways to reduce mortalities that are associated with different husbandry and management strategies, such as type and regularity of handling, stocking density, height in the water column. And this is also treated hand in hand with environmental factors such as temperature and water chemistry.
There's a different way of farming these days.
We're stuck with it. Like, the virus isn't going to go away now that it's in this bay. She's here for good.
Yeah, well, if we don't join together, you're not going to have an industry, eh? You need science, you need a whole collective of everybody. That's the only way we can go forward.
Tasmania is in a special position to be able to answer a lot of these POMS questions because it's a well-established industry and we have a lot of farms in a relatively small amount of space.
We've got to help these guys, because the more help we give them, the more help they're going to be able to give to us. It's a partnership, really. The longer we're able to keep them going, the longer we're able to keep going.